Right. Good morning, everyone. All the online students. Is it the screen is visible? All the online students. Could you please everyone respond in the chat window? I request all the online students need to respond in the chat window. Okay. Perfect, guys. Now let's get started then. Okay. So the one previously we have been discussing about all the basic concepts here. We're done with very basic concepts, but very most important concepts. That is what we have been done with the concept of what is automation testing, why automation testing, real time process, and then we got discussed about the project overview here. Now we need to begin start with our actual playwright. That is what we are mentioning that playwright automation with real-time live project. So what are that particular live project? That is what you got in a overview in the yesterday session. That particular project URLs also have been already uploaded in that particular respective Google Drive. If you refer your Google Drive, you will be able to see all that particular respective project URLs here. You got an access for these particular 4 projects. It's not like just 1 or 2. You got an access for these particular 4 projects here. For every student, already access has been provided based on your comfortable. You need to be get go with in getting started working with these particular projects here. So we'll go with HRMS project. Parallelly, you need to be get continued with other projects also here. So that project overview and related to that particular project, what are the SRS document and that particular available documents. Based on that particular project, whatever available documents are there, that particular SRS document also already uploaded in that particular Google Drive. You need to go through that particular Google Drive and then you can refer the requirement, SRS document for these particular projects here. So now from today onwards, we need to get start with this particular actual playwright automation. Let's go with what exactly the meaning of this playwright automation and how we can start working with the playwright. For this, while attending with the interview, the very common question and very regular question. So while attending with the interview, very common question and then taking with that particular regular question, we can expect that what is playwright. Either you can attend with the interview as a fresher level or you can attend the interview as an experience level. The very common question and the regular question we can expect what is playwright. Okay. Now, according to your knowledge, according to your understanding, can you give any reply of what is playwright? Online students, according to your understanding, as part of your knowledge, if interviewer is asking in a question, what is playwright? What you can answer? Can you just try in the chat window? Can you just provide in the chat window? right? Okay. See that most of the time while attending with the interviews, maximum of the people will be giving an answer saying that Playwright is a automation tool or testing tool. These kind of answers will be provided. But as part of that particular real time, never say that. Okay. As part of that particular Playwright, never mention that Playwright is a automation tool. It is an automation tool, correct only. But as part of real time, how exactly you need to explain and what exactly the answer you need to provide. Let's see here. That is, it will be taking with Playwright. Okay. We can mention that Playwright is one of the automation framework or library. Playwright is one of the automation framework or library which is used to automate end-to-end testing or which is used to perform. Oh, we can mention automate only. Automate end-to-end testing introduced by Microsoft. Okay. So if I go with this particular one, if interviewer is asking in a question, what is Playwright? Never directly answer that Playwright is automation tool. Originally, that is not any tool. Even Selenium also, originally it is not any tool. We cannot consider it is in a tool here. Which one we can consider as a automation tool? QTP, Tosca, we can consider as a tools here. Because if you want to work with the Tosca, you need to download that particular Tosca tool and then you need to be get install that particular Tosca in the laptop. I mean, QTP, you need to download that particular .exe file and you have to install that particular .exe file. Okay, so that is, it will be mentioning that it will be taking with this particular perspective of definition. So while considering QTP Tosca tools, you have to download the .exe file and you need to install that particular .exe file. That is what you will be considering like an automation tool. But Selenium, Playwright, there is no .exe file. You are not downloading any .exe file. These are like in a framework or just library. It will be taking with the one particular library and then you will be getting started using with the Playwright. But how you need to install that library, everything you will understand here. But from today onwards, going forward, in any interview, if anyone is asking in a question saying that what is Playwright, you need to explain them. Playwright is automation framework or library which is used to automate end-to-end testing introduced by Microsoft here. Okay. Now we need to get start learning this particular tool. Or you want to start working with the tool, learning with the tool, working with the tool in my training program. Most of the time, the people will start directly learning in writing with the program in Playwright. In maximum of other institute or trainers, they may get start writing with the program from the day one and they'll start explaining. So because of that, don't be confused about our training program. In our training program, from the day one, today itself, you will not be writing within the program in Playwright. It will take some time because how I will be coming up with my program is to write an automation program in Playwright. To write an automation program in Playwright, what are the things has been required? First, I'll make you comfortable of those things here. After that, we'll be getting started writing with the program in Playwright. Target is we need to write in a program in Playwright. This is our main target. So further, immediately from today itself, I'm not writing the program. I don't want to make any confusions here. Because of that reason, first what I will be doing is to write a program in Playwright. To write a program in Playwright, what are the things has been required? First, we'll get comfortable of those things here. After that, we'll be writing actual program. So what are the things has been required? See here. To become an expertise, if you want to become an expertise, it's not like just learning. It's not like just learning. If you guys want to become an expertise in Playwright, first thing you need to comfortable, you need to understand the concept of object identification. Object identification. Or we can say that element locators. First thing, you need to comfortable with object identification or element locators. That means how to find objects, how to find objects in this particular Playwright. This is where very most important. Most of the people will be giving less preference for this particular concept, but always I will say that you have to give more preference for this particular concept here. So as a automation tester, always you need to more comfortable, you need to more expertise with the concept of object identification or element locators. Once I got comfortable on this, then I will be taking with these particular TypeScript concepts here. So TypeScript, or we'll mention that I will be taking with JavaScript for Playwright. I will be taking with TypeScript or JavaScript for I will be taking with Playwright. I mean, for Playwright or to write in a program in Playwright, okay, to write in a program in Playwright, how many or how much programming concepts has been required? You need to go with in taking with that particular programming concepts here. So this is what you guys need to very clear. Once you are very clear about these two particular things, then very easily you can get started. Then very easily we can get started writing with the programs in Playwright. So let's see that how exactly we can go with one by one. For that, first we need to get comfortable with object identification. It will take some time to complete this concept. After that, we'll go with the TypeScript. Once we complete the TypeScript, combine of these two, combine of these two, very straight away, it will be writing with the program in Playwright. So let's see that how exactly it can do this. For that, everyone write with the new heading. All the online students also, please write with the new heading. All the online students also, please write with the new heading. Mention the object identification or element locators. Write the new heading. Object identification or element locators. Right. Under that, mention that inspect option, and then it will mention 7 types. Under that, make a note of this. Get by role. Next, get by label. Next, get by text. Next, page dot locator. Next, get by role, get by label, get by text, page dot locator. Page dot locator. Next, get by placeholder. Next, get by placeholder. After that, alt text. Next, get by test. All the online students also, please make a note of this. Write with the main heading, mention that. Write with the main heading, object identification or element locators. Under that, mention that this particular inspect option taking with 7 types here. Okay. Right. After that, continue the same. Just I will be explaining all the things here. Just continue the same and making a note of it. Mention that object or element. Anything. Sorry. Anything on web page. Next. Web page. Just make a note of all these things, guys. Objects or elements. Next. Application. Group of web pages. All the online students also, please make a note of these things. Done, everyone? Okay, perfect. Let's understand now. See the concept here. Our target is we need to write in a program in Playwright. So to write in a program in Playwright, first we have to comfortable with object identification. Not only Playwright here, it can be any automation tool. Any kind of automation tool, first we need to find the object. Without finding with the object, we cannot continue the automation. Always object identification is very most important. So in that, first understanding what exactly the meaning of object or element. If interviewer is asking in a question, what is mean by object or element? We can explain them anything on web page. Anything on web page is considered as object here. Now, for example, if I go with this particular application, according to the manual testing, we got different type of terms here. According to the manual testing, we got different type of terms has been there. Okay. Now, when it's come to the automation, we are not having different type of terms here. Everything we are using only one particular terminology. That is what it will be taking with the object and it will be taking with element here. Now, here text box is one object, button is one object, and this label is one object, image is one object, logo is one of everything. So anything on the web page is considered as a object here. So our requirement is if you want to go with automation, first, we need to get understand that how exactly we can find the objects here. Okay. In the same way, we got another concept is web page. If I'm taking within the web page, group of objects or elements, group of objects or elements is considered as one particular web page here. As an example, if I go with this application, these many objects are there. So group of objects, group of elements is considered as one particular web page. Now we got application. Meaning of application, it will be saying that group of web pages. Meaning of application, it will be taking with group of web pages. For example, if I just go with this particular one, Now see the application. We got one page name login.php. Login and PHP here. So now this is I will be taking with this particular login. Once I have been done with the login, it will be taking with this is index.php, another page. If I click on add, we got add employee page. So multiple pages are available. So group of pages you are consider as a application. See the connectivity, guys. All the online students also understand the connectivity. First, we got an a object or element. Object or element is nothing but anything on web page. The meaning of object, the meaning of element, both are same. Both are same. Based on tester comfortable. Based on tester comfortable, we can use the terminology as object, or we can use the terminology as element. We can mention anything here. Both are same. In that, we got a web page. That particular web page, it will be taking with group of objects or elements. Then it will be taking with application. So that particular application, it will be taking with group of web pages. If I'm taking with application, that it will be taking with group of web pages. That means our main target to automate application. If I want to automate application directly, we cannot automate application. First, we need to automate web page. So to automate web page, first we need to automate that object. To automate that particular object, you need to find the object. If I want to automate that particular object, for example, I want to automate text box. I want to get automate that particular respective of text boxes. And then I want to automate button. So if I want to automate these things, first I have to find the object. Now for finding that particular object, find object, or it will be taking with element. For finding with the object only, you are taking with the help of inspect option. So while working with the inspect option, we got 7 types are there. It's not like 1 or 2. We got 7 types. So these particular 7 types of options, these particular 7 types of option, which option we need to use it. In these particular 7 types, which option need to use it? It's totally depends on tester comfortable. There is no any specific rule or specific condition saying that we need to work with only these options here. We need to go with in utilizing any of the option. Finding with the object, finding with the object is our target. We can go with in utilizing any of the option here. But when you compare these particular 7 types of options, when you compare these particular 7 types of option, these particular 4 types very most important. These particular 4 types are very most important. You guys also need to spend with the more time in practicing these particular 4 options here. Remaining 3, just for the interview purpose, you need to look into that. Total we got 7 options. 7 options are important only, but when you compare all these particular thing, The first four options are very most important. So let's go with in more detail how exactly we can start finding with the object with the help of these options here. So in that, first I need to go with get by role. So what exactly the meaning of get by role? So what exactly mean by get by role? How we can find the object with the help of get by role here? See that. Very simple. Based on based on tag name. Based on tag name provided I can mention tag name or role provided in HTML code. So here the meaning of get by role or how we can find the object with the help of get by role is we can mention that based on tag name or role. So mention in that particular aspective of HTML code. So this is which it will be taking with this is mentioned. Now you may get in a doubt, sir. You are saying get by role perfectly okay, but you are using the terminology of HTML code. What is HTML code? Why we need to go with? Please be very clear. As a automation tester, we never worried about in writing with the code of HTML. As a automation tester, we never worried about HTML code. Just need to understand referring the HTML code. Please be very clear. You never write any HTML code. You need to refer just HTML code. So by referring the HTML code, how you can understand? By referring with the HTML code, how exactly you can understand here. Let's see that. Let's look into that. So here, the very simple, whenever you refer with the HTML code, see that it has been started with less than symbol. Anything started with the less than symbol, you can consider as a HTML tag. So according to the HTML code, anything started with the less than symbol, you can consider that is an HTML tag. In the same way, having equal symbol. In the same way, having equal symbol considering that HTML attribute. Having equal symbol, you will be considering that HTML attribute. So less than symbol, I will be taking with HTML tag. Equal symbol, I will be taking with HTML attribute. Okay, done. Now, so we got that particular less than symbol, I will be taking with HTML tag, equal symbol, HTML attribute. So that particular equal symbol before equal symbol, before equal symbol, I will be taking with. If I go with this particular equal symbol, you will be mentioning the attribute type. After equal symbol, you will be mentioning the attribute value. So if I go with that particular equal symbol, you will be mentioning that particular equal symbol before equal symbol attribute type, after equal symbol that is considered as a attribute value. So this is what you need to be get understand on this. Apart from this, you are not worried about any other things related to the HTML. As simple, whenever you are referring with the HTML code, see that having less than symbol or not. If you got a less than symbol, you can consider HTML tag. Having equal symbol, you can consider that HTML attribute. That particular equal symbol, before equal symbol attribute type, after equal symbol, you will be taking with attribute value here. Okay, done. Let's go with in more detailed here. Any application you want to find with the object, you can go with the right click. When you're done with the right click, you will get an inspect. It can be any object, you can go with the right click, you will get an inspect. Once you done with the inspect, you will get HTML code. Now, this whole HTML code, how you will understand? Just see that started less than symbol or not. If it is started with the less than symbol, that is considered as a HTML tag. Now, here, HTML one tag name, head is one more tag name, body one more tag name, no script one more tag name, table another tag name, form one more tag name, input one more tag name. I mean, lot of tags will be there. T body, TR, TD, everything is a tag names only. As simple, anything started with the less than symbol, after less than symbol. After less than symbol, whatever it is provided, you can consider that it is a tag name here. Okay. In the same way, you will be taking with that particular equal symbol. Equal symbol, you can consider attribute. Equal symbol, you can consider attribute. For equal symbol, before what it is available, attribute type. After what it is available, attribute value. For equal symbol, before equal symbol, what is available, consider as a attribute type. After equal symbol, what is available, considering the attribute value. So how many attribute types are there? How many attributes are available? You are not worried about those things here. Just your requirement is that equal symbol before attribute type, after attribute value. This is what you will be understanding HTML code. Apart from that, you are not worried about any of all the code here. And moreover, whenever we are finding with the object, once you done with the inspect, for example, I'll do the inspect. Once I done with the inspect, it will be taking with this particular whole HTML code. So this particular HTML code, you are not worried about all the HTML code. So you are not worried about this particular whole HTML code here. Just it will be referring only highlighted one. All the online students able to see the gray color here. In the whole HTML code, you are able to see only highlighted one. Yes. So whatever the highlighted one is there, that is what related to your required object. You are not worried about in referring with whole thing here. So you are not worried about in referring with that particular whole thing here. So that is what I will be mentioning, that I will be taking with these particular steps here. So in this way, it will be taking with which it will be having these particular respective steps here. Right? So this it will be mentioning that it will be taking with this particular concept of HTML code. Okay. Now let's come to our actual target is finding with object. To find an object, I need to find with the option of getByRole. One by one, you need to be get comfortable in working with these options here. So how exactly we can work with these particular options here? So further, you guys need to begin take with the practice. How exactly you can take with the practice? Let's see here. Previously, you're already working with the assignment. Previously, you're already working with the assignment. Is it all the online students are working on the first assignment? Yes or no, guys? All the online students. Is it everyone started working with the first assignment? Okay. You need to spend the time, guys. You need to spend with the time in working with all these particular assignments here. Okay. Done. So the first assignment is we mentioned the design of test cases. Design of test cases for login and PIM model in HRMS application. For HRMS application, you need to design manual test cases for login model and PIM model. So you can try with other models also. It's not like you cannot go with other models. The first priority, it will go with these particular two models here. I mean, at least in a worst cases, you need to try with these two models here, and after that you will be continued with other things here. Then you will be taking with this particular task 2. If I go with that particular task 2, so from today you need to start working with one more assignment. This is where regularly you will be having with the assignments. According to that, you need to be get take with the practice here. So you can go with and taking with the help of utilizing offline lab details and online lab support. You can take with the help of offline lab support or online lab support. Did you guys got any lab support details? You got lab support details, right? In the last session have been given. Yesterday session you got it, right? Okay, fine. And Saturday given, right? In Saturday session have been already given the lab support details. Let's see. So you can utilize with the offline lab and you can utilize with the online lab also. So how exactly you can utilize that particular offline lab support details and then online lab support details is that is what on Saturday given these details. Okay. So these are your lab support details here. The people who are not having, just make a note of these two things. Zoom ID and then passcode. I mean, how you can utilize these particular lab support details is the lab support will be available Monday to Saturday. Monday to Saturday, timings of 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. The lab support will be available either online or offline. If you are comfortable, you can come to the offline lab. You can take with the practice. Lab mentors will be available. In case if you are not able to come to the offline, you can utilize online lab. So what is the use of online lab is, assume that you will be taking the practice. You suddenly struck somewhere, you got some doubt, you got some clarification, then immediately you can join in this meeting ID. So you can join in this meeting ID, enter the passcode is 1111. Then our lab team will be available in that meeting. You guys can share your screen and then you can get it clarified all your doubts here. So this will be available Monday to Saturday, morning 10 a.m. to evening 7 p.m. Till the time of your training program has to be completed, same thing. Even after completion of the training program also, for some more time, we are giving these particular lab support here. So to learn with the things, to learn the subject, whatever the things has been, everything I'm providing. You got project access, you got lab access also. In case if you face any issues with the Zoom ID, the person not available in the meeting, you can connect on these particular numbers, they will be informing it. So this is what you need to go with in utilizing offline lab support details and then taking with online lab support details here. Okay. Right. So just have a note of these two things. Just make a note of only Zoom ID and then passcode. All the online students also. Please make a note of that particular two things here, Zoom ID and then passcode. So whenever you require in a lab support, you can connect with them. In case if you are more interested, always I will be suggestible to come to the offline lab also. Because offline lab, you will be having the proper places available and then you will be getting the Wi-Fi connectivity. Everything will be available. Lab mentors will be available. Sessions you attended in online, but if you are comfortable for the practice purpose, you can come to offline here. Okay. This is what I will be taking with these particular lab details. In the same way, as part of these particular updates from the Suresh IT. For example, if I refer any of these particular social media website with the name of Suresh IT, everything with the name of Suresh IT for updates from the academy, you can refer on this. So how you will be taking with the placement activities, like this is how we'll be taking with the placement activities. Like in all the social media portals, will be uploading what will be the requirement, fresher level, experience level, location, all the details will be provided. According to that, the people will be applying to the job roles here. From the academy, whatever the job openings are there, everything it will be posted in social media sites. So one option, social media sites. Otherwise, best option, we are maintaining that particular WhatsApp channel. With the name of Suresh IT, we got in a WhatsApp channel. You can join in that particular WhatsApp channel. You will be getting regular communication and then immediate communication here. Let me ping you in the chart window. I'm just giving in the chart window. Right. So that particular one I have been given in the chart window, guys. The people who are comfortable, you can join in that particular WhatsApp channel. You will be able to see that. Once you have been joined in that particular one, you will be able to see that getting with the latest updates. It is not like in a WhatsApp group, not in a WhatsApp group. We provided WhatsApp channel only. So in this particular WhatsApp channel, all the updates from the institute, you will be able to see. So whatever that particular updates are there, you will be able to see all that particular updates here. So the one overall comfortable, you can register. You can just join WhatsApp group. Okay, and the Saturday you got an access of PDF file which has been uploaded in the Google Drive. In the Google Drive, your PDF files are uploading and then your videos also uploading on the daily basis here. So for learning the things, whatever the things has been required, everything have been provided. It depends on you guys how you will be utilizing and taking with the practice. Okay. So now what exactly you need to practice? Let's see here. Again, uh, uh, finding of object or element. Finding of object or element for same login and PIM model. Okay, login and PIM model in HRMS application. For this HRMS application, you have to find objects. So how to find with the objects, I will explain. So how to find with the objects, I will be explaining here. You need to go with, right? So how to find with the objects, I will be explaining. So here, your second assignment from today. So from today, parallelly, you need to work with these two assignments here. First assignment, it will be continued with that particular writing the test cases. Second assignment, finding the objects for login model and PIM model. Further, how you need to work on this assignment is first you have to create Excel. Excel file name. First, you have to create one particular Excel. That Excel file name, what should be Excel file name is, see here. We'll be taking new Excel. So what should be the Excel file name is everyone has to follow the same 77 batch. All you guys are belongs to 77 batch. Every further communication will be continued with the name of 77 batch only. You can get remember this particular batch number 77 batch. Then mention underscore full name. So what exactly your full name is there? You need to provide that particular full name. You need to provide that particular full name without any nicknames or any special names. Clearly mention your full name. Underscore, you will be mentioning that objects or you will be taking with elements, you will be taking with info. This is what the file name. Everyone need to be get follow the same standard. Everyone need to be get follow the same standard. Mention the 77 batch and then your full name, objects and elements and info. So follow the same format only. This Excel file need to create it and every day you will be working with Excel. So how you will be working with the Excel, how you need to maintain the details in Excel file. Let's see here. Everyone got any file name? Please make a note of that particular file name. Don't mention you guys also like K. Suresh. You have to write your own name. I written my name. You need to continue with your name. Okay. Right. So now I created that particular Excel. Let me create it. Excel file is created. I'll just go with some small updates to this particular Excel. Mm, right. So this will be taking with Excel need to be ready. In this Excel, how you will be getting started working it. See that. First, I will mention object or you will be taking element. Next. So here you will be mentioning that get by role. First, you need to find the object by taking with the help of get by role. So this is you have to continue the practice. So how you can continue all that particular steps? See that. All the online students, please be more active, guys. Please be more active. Okay. First, we'll go with login name text box. I want to find this object. I want to find this object with the help of with the help of role. What is the role of this particular object? That is based on tag name. Either it can consider as a tag name or it can consider as a role provided in HTML code. Let's see here. First, I will be mentioning that login name text box, login name text box. Okay, right. Now I need to apply get by role. Let's see how we can apply here. So what is the meaning of this? Based on tag name or the role has to provide in HTML code. Please be very clear, guys. In the HTML code, you need to able to see the role. Okay, let's see that. This is in a text box. I'll take and right click. And now we can see we got in a tag name. What is the tag name we got? Online students. What is the tag name we got? If you refer that particular highlighted one, what is the tag name we got it? Right. Input. We got a tag name is input. But here, if I go with the text box, this is a text box. The role also text box only. Text box here, that means in a place of tag name of input, in a place of tag name of input, we need to able to see that the tag name, nothing but role mentioned as a text box. Then we can say that we can applicable technique of get by role. So for now, we are mentioning that not available. We can say that not applicable here. So to find username text box, this option is not available. Let me try. This is text box login. In the same way, it will be taking with text box and then it will be doing with password. Right. So how you will be doing? Let's see here. Right. So now you can see that. So I want to find this object. Text box. This is a text box. I want to find this object. How I can find it? I'll take right click, inspect, and then refer the tag name. Only highlighted one. You can refer only the tag name of highlighted one and then refer the starting tag. Again, it is mentioned as a input. Originally, it is a text box. We need to able to see the role has been mentioned as a text box. but it is not mentioned as a text box, mentioned as an input. Because of that, we are saying that it will be taken with not applicable, or we can say that not available. Okay. To get in a more clear picture, let me take one more project. You guys need to get work with multiple project. First one, HRMS project. Second one, it will be taking with e-banking project. Third one, it will be taking with adapting project. According to your comfortable. Based on your comfortable, you can working with multiple projects. Now, let's see. Now you will get in a clear picture to get in a clear understanding. These particular highlighted one, can we consider as a label? Yes or no, guys? According to the manual testing, can we consider this is a label or not? Yes or no? Exactly. Label only. Done. Now, I want to find this object. Let's see here. E-banking. Sorry. Button underscore login, that will find it, and the button underscore reset. Reset, or what is the button? Oh, reset. Next we got label underscore username. Oh. Now understand the actual reality here. See the concept. I'm taking with the inspect. I'm taking the inspect. See the tag name. What is the tag name we got? Online students. Tag name. All the online students. What is the tag name we got? What is the tag name you are able to see? Label. Exactly. So you are able to see whether the tag name is label. So that you will consider, you can apply the technique of get by role. We can apply the technique of get by role because the role has been mentioned. What is the role has been mentioned here? Label. So whatever that particular role is there, you will mention that particular role. That means we can understand that this object I can find with the technique of get by role option. Remaining things we cannot find it because you can see here. If I go with this particular application, I'll just take with the inspect of text box. Okay, so again we got in a same issue. It is mentioned as a input. Originally it is a text box, but the role it has been mentioned as an input, that it will be mentioning that not available. In the same way, let me try password also. I'll be just trying with password. Here also, it is not mentioned as a text box. It is given as an input, that will be mentioned that not applicable. Okay, which I will be taking with not applicable. Okay, and then it will be taking with, it will be having with another option, that it will be taking with login button. Even button also, it is not showing it. So it has to given a role as a button. While working that particular button, it has to provide the role as a button, but it is given as a input. So why it is given input, we are not worried. How developer has been writing their particular code, we are not worried about on that. Just you need to get go with in looking into that. can we apply the technique of role or not? If it is available, we'll consider okay. Not available, you will just mention that not available. So here, this is, he will be mentioning that not available, and this will mention that not available. Okay. Then it will be taking with label password. It will be taking with password. Let me try it here. Password label. Ah. What is the role it has been mentioned? Label. We got in a role, it is mentioned as a label, so that it will be mentioning that label. So what exactly that particular role has been available, you need to be get maintained that. You may get in a doubt, sir, what is the use of this? Why we need to document this Excel? That you will understand in the coming session. But I required everyone need to be get go with in maintaining this Excel. There is no confusion at all, guys. There is no confusion at all. Concept is very simple. Do the inspect, check the HTML tag, understand it is matching with the role or not. If it is matching with the role, it will mention that particular details. Otherwise, in simple, it will mention that not available. So this is what you need to be get take with the practice of. You will be taking with HRMS and then e-banking. As you started from today only, today's session looks like some small confusion, but once you start working on it, from tomorrow, it will be more easy and more comfortable. You can learn with the concepts here. But please take care about practice until unless you are not putting in hands on, you cannot get in a clear picture here. Okay, so tomorrow I will be continued with the get by role only, and along with that, I'll be continued with other options here. As we got that particular 7 types of options, we need to be get go with get by label, get by text. Lot of things are available step by step. We need to be get understand on these things here. Everything you will understand. Okay, but I want to go with an explaining one by one. First, we started with only get by role. Meaning of get by role is based on tag name or role mentioned in that particular HTML tag. Okay, clear everyone? Right. Any questions? You guys can carry on your questions. And please, everyone get start working with the assignments, guys. If you're not getting starting with the assignments, you cannot get in a clear picture. Make sure that you are getting started working with assignments here. Okay. Yeah. Online students, you can continue your questions.
Hi, Suresh. I have some basic doubt. So here, mentioned based on the tag name or role provided in the HTML code, right?
Correct.
So since the role is not available for test bars, can't we proceed with the tag name input?
No. So, I mean, for this technique, we can proceed with that particular input. That is another technique. So, for now, we are working with the get by role. So, we are understanding how we can find with the object by taking the option of the get by role. So, input we can proceed by taking another technique here. But for now, we are getting understanding only get by role here. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Next.
Hi, Suresh. I have a doubt. Like, have you explained like what is the role of playwright and what is the advantage and everything
Yeah, that is what day before yesterday we done, right?
on
I told
Saturday?
not Saturday, we done on Friday. Okay, yeah. Next.
So we use this getByRole mostly, right?
No, not like mostly. So we'll go with one by one. I'll tell you that like how we can go with each and every option. So that will vary from project to project. So in some project, get by role will be the best option. Some project, another technique, get by text. It will vary from project to project. But as a automation tester, we need to get comfortable in working with each and every option. So how we need to work each and every option, that I'll be explaining it. Okay.
Yeah. So installing Playwright and how to write the first program, that has been explained, or we are just starting with the locators first?
First locators only. After that, we'll go with the program. It some time. Okay. Yeah, okay. Right. All right, guys. Okay then. Please take care about the practice. Meet you tomorrow then. Please work on the assignments, guys.
Yeah. One more thing, Suresh, can you say the interview questions for Playwright, because we are preparing for interviews as well. So
That is already there in your PDF file. I have been given the PDF file, right? If you refer that particular PDF file, okay, in the last pages, you will be able to see almost 200 questions over there.
okay,
Okay.
so that is in the folder that access I have not yet got. So I will ask whom.
Yeah, you can check with the management team. You will be able to get an access. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Template online lab support team will not be giving Ritesh, because template it will vary from person to person, right? So that is the reason. I mean, while writing the test case, any questions you got it, online support team will help you that, but not like giving with the template, because template as already all you guys are working on manual. Whatever the template you are comfortable, you can take the same template only. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Take care about the practice. Meet you on tomorrow. Thank you.
Hello, hi, Swagatika here. Yeah, hi. Hello, I have joined this course. I need access to this. Hello.